Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SC Project branding, maybe that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues mirar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Money, pasa verdadero. Tienen lo verde, siempre llegará primero. Lunes. Money work. El quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, here we go, guys.
Money work.
What's
Se
good,
arregla
Mike is
con
in the
dinero.
building, and welcome to FreeStyle Sunday. Myself.
Money work.
Hopefully
Si
this
quiero
time around it's a lot
educar.
better from the first time
Dormir
around.
en
We had a
algún
little bit of a
lugar.
gap.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
And
Si no hay
also,
buen miro.
audio issues. Let me know. Smash that thumbs up. Before we go any further, let me know in the comment section down below. Like if any clear the kickstand now is nice and clean. Let's say we're able to hear this quick intro. I'll get into that a little bit later. If you're able to hear the sound on the intro, guys.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully you guys can hear everything. Today was a
Money
bit
work.
of a challenge for sure because
Se arregla con dinero.
it all happened so fast. As I mentioned, the first stream that I actually did, I thought it was fast.
Money work.
This
Si
time
quiero
I had a little bit more
educar.
prep time and kind of took my
Dormir en
time and
algún
put everything
lugar.
together.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Got a ton
Y si no hay
of
buen
major
miro.
feedback from a ton of
Todo
people.
money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se
You know,
llama
something
el
good,
dinero. Money,
really cool,
money,
and
pasa
most of the time,
verdadero.
man, good thing. I swear to God, every time you set this up, you get ready, you get going, something tends to happen. Guys, sorry about the music that was still playing as well. I'm still getting the works of all of this. So I'm basically managing an entire setup. I know you guys probably do not see this. I have a laptop, I have a multi-view in front of me, I have a deck playing. It's just tons of buttons. Not only that I'm on the show, I'm monitoring a ton of things. But on a good note, I managed to bring myself 2 things that we're gonna need today. A little bit of water. I got a little parched in the last one I did, and I got a little bit of tea, so thank God. Oh, man. Anyway, what's good with you guys, man? Let me know. Let me know. I'd love to hear you in the comment section. For those of you that stopped by the first time, and this is your second time on here, what we do on the channel, we do live streams every Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We usually discuss pretty much anything and everything. What's on your mind, what's going on with me, what's new, possibly future updates on the channel, products I'm reviewing, or whatever. Or we could just be pretty much a Q&A. So we'll just start it off right. What's good? Mike is in the building, and welcome to the FreeStyle Sunday live stream with myself. A lot to put on my plate. Again, what we do here every Sunday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. You can come through, hang out with me, drop questions, or cover the topic. Also, huge shout out to my wife for helping me put that rough intro all together, because the overall idea here, guys, is to kind of do a live stream weekly, but have growth. You know, the very first one, I felt like a few things could have been done better. I got a lot of feedback, things that I could have done a little bit better and make adjustments, and I've done those and add a little bit. So hopefully next week there'll be more that I can add to it. So D-Nice. So what's up to Donna, D-Nice, that guy Kels, he's from Harlem, New York, so really great to see him, guys. I want to show you guys what I've been working on anyway for the past week. So just for now, just want to kind of get a feel for how the night's going to go. So definitely hit me up in the comment section down below. Let me know how's everything's been going with your week from the time that we did the last live stream. But I've been pretty busy. Just to kind of recap what I've done last week, I did mention that I'm going to be doing some Rizoma mod, changing the Street Fighter cockpit, right? I went with the single bar and mirror, and I also went with the brake guard. This is a live view of it. This is what it looks like. It is super clean, boys. Super, super clean. What you're looking at on the right-hand side of the bike is the Rizoma brake guard. Of course, you can get that at motivationusa.com/CFNY. Always help with the channel when you do shop with the link. And on the left-hand side of the bike, you're seeing the CRG Aero bar and mirrors connected by the official Motivation USA weighted bar end, guys. So, I mean, the Street Fighter is coming along really nicely. There's still so much more to do with it. And I am super looking forward to continue working on this project. But that's what my week's been like. That's where I've been spending most of my time in the week, basically. In between some other shenanigans, which we'll get to. I know you guys saw the thumbnail. It's about a Josh Herrin meetup in New York City. So pretty dope stuff. That's what we're going to be really talking about throughout the day, guys. So what's up, Nick? Donna, what's good? Anthony, that guy Kells out of New York. My wifey's on here. Donna, Governor D, nice. So whoever's joining up on here, man, salute to you. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Helps quite a bit, all right? For those of you guys that are just tuning in, if you're here, you're watching this, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't take anything away from the experience. Smash the thumbs up. It's going to help with the algorithm and help guide the channel or propel the channel forward to where it needs to be. So I'd appreciate that. Huge shout out to Anthony for dropping that donation. You guys feel free to do that. It's not like a thing that you have to do, but always appreciate it. Why not, man? It's all good. So what we're viewing here, guys, this is the Street Fighter V4S. We have some Dukabike parts at the reservoir up top. We're rocking some FXL levers, brake and clutch. These things are amazing, all right? And I have the Rizoma windscreen on there, which I customized. My logo is actually on the side. Let me show you guys. So my logo is actually right on the side here. Hopefully you can see that. And like I mentioned, guys, I'm really digging what I've done with it so far. So this is what it would look like. This is your brake guard. What's dope about this, you can adjust this inwards or outwards, make it further out or further in. So if you're wearing gloves, you can compensate for the gap you have here. Again, Rizoma does some amazing stuff. On the left-hand side, we have the CRG, which I'm digging quite a bit. And more importantly, guys, I did not mention this. This is the Rizoma Mutation P1 grips. They are different. These things are really nice. They were a breeze to put on, man. I mean, it was pretty cool. So, yeah. And in the next coming couple of days and week or so, you're going to see the videos showing you. So what I did is a mini series. So the first part of that series is going to be me showing all of the items, talking about them and referring to the codes if you want to purchase them. The second video in the mini series is going to be me doing the install of the P1 Mutation grips by Rizoma, the Rizoma Guard, Street Pro guards, and then on the left-hand side is the CRG bar and mirrors. So that's going to be the second video, and the third and final of the mini-series will be the, it's a small thing, so it's going to be super, super quick on the dime, really. We're talking about me doing the valve stem, and then I'm doing the kickstand by Aeriel. It's a Japanese company that does almost Italian level of quality, right? And they are actually preheat treated, so you're gonna see a little bit of blue and a little bit of purplish, almost like a how would you say this, titanium on the exhaust. So that's what's going on, and that's the heads up, guys. So again, if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, make sure you hit the link in the description, motivationusa.com/CFNY. It helps the channel, helps me out, and it actually helps produce all of you seeing here, guys, all the multiple point of views, the cameras, all this stuff could, you know, run a little bit, but thanks to the team at Motivation, my wife and everything, all this stuff's able to happen. So so some people are digging how the new look on the Street Fighter, which is great, guys. Feel free to hold out some of your questions and comments. I want to try to break into a structure for the live stream. Basically, we're talking about the very beginning. It'll be like a light work in between, and then from there we'll dive into the topic that we want to go on hand, and then we'll do the final stretch. Will be more of a Q&A where we kind of chat about pretty much everything. So now, I guess for the meat and the potatoes, guys, this is wild, absolutely wild. As you guys know, you're part of the channel, you watch what I do, and you know the one thing that I despise doing at all times is going out there in the cold. Yep, I said it, going out there in the cold. So you wouldn't catch me being in the cold as much at all. It's just not my thing. Not because of the bikes or whatever. Oh, he has Ducatis. He doesn't ride in the snow or in the cold and the rain. I like my rides to be pleasant. I like it for it to be something that's a full experience. We're talking about great weather. The exhaust sounds good. The engine's running right, and then the skyline. It's an entire experience when it comes to my experience, but it's different for everybody. Some people just love riding at all times. So I took off on Tuesday. I mentioned that in the last live stream that I did last week, that Josh Herrin's going to be in New York, and he's going to be riding Warhorse, part of that team for SBK, right? He's going to be riding with Ducati now, right? And this is partnerships with Ducati New York. So he came down and doing press run and stuff like that, a lot of photos and getting a bike and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be great. So there's a couple of racers that I always enjoy meeting. Loris Bass, I love this dude. I think it's pretty cool. Kyle Wyman's one of my faves also. And Josh Herrin, for a lot of reasons, this dude hit the right notes. You know what I mean? He has a huge presence on the racing scene, right? Great racer, very fast guy, and he's sliding the back out. You know, you can see some of his dirty work when you go online. So I thought it was a must to go out there and check him out. So to kind of, I actually shot a vlog that's going to be coming out, but I kind of figured in the live stream right here, we'll be able to talk about this and kind of give you guys a general idea. Oh, it was good to Van Blam. He was here from last time, so welcome back. Again, guys, if you're here, you're just coming in, hit the thumbs up. It helps. So I thought to myself, it's going to be a great opportunity to meet this dude. I've seen his presence online, and I kind of like his persona. And I'm not one to kind of be like excited to meet anybody, because in most cases, it tends to be like a downer. Like it does not pan out, or basically it doesn't, it's not what you're expecting. All right. So here I am on the road. I'm on the northern state. I'm gunning in on a Street Fighter. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go out there, and it's going to be a good time. All the while in my head, I'm like, damn, I need to come up with an excuse so I could just bounce, because it was so cold. I made it out to Queens, and I'm like, shit, should I just go back? I'm already all the way there. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go. I'm not even going to go to Ducati New York anymore. I was running late. Mind you, it's the same day that I shot the installation for the Street Fighter and getting everything done. And personally, for me, I don't like jumping on the bike exactly after installing anything, because I like to get a feel of how everything is, torque specs, make sure everything is great. I ride it around the block, nothing like a long ride or anything per se. So I ended up going anywhere. Everything was done properly. I usually take my time, so I was late. So I went straight to the Classic Car Club of Manhattan. And again, this is like super bougie, you know what I mean? It's like McLarens, Porsches, you know, just all of the high-end stuff, Lamborghinis. I pull up to the actual entryway, and I'm like, you know, the adrenaline's pumping. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a lot of people there. There's a ton of footage, by the way. I was gonna splice them into the live stream, but time was running short, and I wanted to have the intro and more importantly. But there will be a video coming out, so definitely check that out. Oh, quick note, guys. I dropped my last video. I wouldn't even say it's doing lukewarm. It's pretty just mediocre in the views. So get a moment, check that out, smash that thumbs up. That also helps as well. So I get there, and I'm like pulling up. They're like, stop. They have like guards and stuff that's stopping you from just randomly going in, because they have all the cars and the restaurants inside. And this dude's like, you can't come in. Well, he wasn't that dramatic. Your boy's being a little dramatic. So basically he's like, where's your vaccination card? And I'm like, yo, I don't have that vaccination card. He's like, nah, you're dead. You can't come in. Oh, you can't be part of the event. Basically, by New York State, you can't come in. And that's not a law that you can't. I think most businesses are doing it mandatory in New York. It's becoming like a thing where you can't come in if you're not vaccinated, if you don't have a card. And I was there for a bit. So I thought to myself, let me just give it a moment. I'm not one of those people that get upset. It takes a lot for me to kind of get riled up and like get amped up kind of thing. But, you know, I processed it a little bit, and I thought to myself, yeah, it's for safety. You know, people want to be safe. I get it. And I'm like, dude, I have a mask. you know, I'll stay away from people, I'll wear my mask. He was like, no, unfortunately, we can't. So I'm like, hint, I know quite a few people out of New York's going to come through. I just want to say what's up and see their bikes. They're going to see the bikes. Some of them haven't seen the Street Fighter, so thought it'd be dope. I'll hang around. But a precursor to the story is that I had hit up Josh Herrin before on Instagram. I'm like, yo, what's up? Very excited to come hang out with you in the meetup and stuff. And he didn't reply. But come to find out, he's pretty much active on my page on Instagram, where he's seen some of my motivation videos. So, of course, I don't know any of this at all. And I hang out there, and it's like, let me just show you guys here. I just want to show you this real quick. I'm hanging out there, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting until people started showing up. Let me see here. I know I got a couple of dope clips here that you guys could quickly take a look at. Usually I have them on usually the clips are already prepped, but take a look. Oh, it's not letting you see it. There you go. Oh, man. Yo, I have never seen that many Street Fighter in my entire life.
I'd appreciate you come out and check out my bike, or at least take a photo with me. I came from far, my dude. What's that? I came from far. So, what? I can't. What? You have to have vaccination card. I came from my office, came straight down. So they can let me in. I'm parked outside, so take a minute and come out. I'm gonna. Thank you.
Yo, I'm just looking at the clips and stuff, man. It makes me smile because there's so much that goes into it. Sorry for me just sticking my phone so you can actually see it, but usually I would cue the actual thing so you can see it. So long story short, I'm waiting out there. He comes through. I'm like, yo, I can't come in. And he was like, yeah, don't worry. Give me a second. They all pull in. By the way, a sea of Street Fighter V4S coming through. Insane. I've never seen that many Street Fighter. So that was pretty cool. So I hung out outside. A couple of people came in. It was like, yo, what's good, Mike? Oh, it's Mike. What's good? I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Good to see everybody. I can't come in. And then I saw him. He walked through past the exit, right? A couple of times. And, you know, I didn't think anything of it. You know me. I'm not going to be like, yo, dude, come. You know what's up? I didn't do that. I just said what's up to everybody. I kind of figured he's probably bullshitting or bluffing. And everybody's like still talking. So I stayed outside. And about a couple of minutes passed, this dude comes out with, I think, one of the owners of the Classic Car Club. And he was like, yo, what's up, man? This is Mike. Let him in. Dude, I was like mind blown. This dude addressed me by name first because it's just kind of odd. You don't think somebody would check your profile or whatever. No. So he comes out. He gets me into the event, get my bike put in and everything else. From there, the entire night's been completely blown away, dude. He signed one of my shirts, of course, really dope stuff. Super down-to-earth guy. I met his videographer, pretty cool. The entire experience has been really something to be said. I don't usually talk about people that are like celebrities or anything like that because I feel like there's like a break between people and celebrity. But this dude was super down-to-earth. Above and beyond, really. I mean, I didn't expect for him to come out or anything like that, to come to check out my bike and stuff. And he was on the Street Fighter. It was his first time, so he was loving it. And he's super excited to be with Ducati at the moment. So pretty dope stuff, man. It was a night to be seen. Mind you guys, I got a couple of dope videos, but I froze my ass off getting back home. It was cold, man. So let me know about you guys. I want to know, have you guys ever experienced anything like this? Again, I'm not usually into meeting like celebrities or anything like that. Or do you guys ride in the cold, man? I'm going to jump in the comment section and just to hear your thoughts on this story. But something that I was super excited for. I was at the peak and then it dipped down to like the ground where I'm like, oh, damn, it's not going to work out. And then all of a sudden skyrocketed back up. And then next thing you know, and the best part of it is the entire time I was in the event. slowly more and more people started to recognize, hey, you're from the Clutch First channel, or you've done the Motivation USA videos. And some people are coming and showing me some of their bikes, some of the parts that they bought. It was really cool the whole night, the vibe. Everyone kind of just was there having a good time. So outside of that, and he was just like all around with everybody just chilling. So that was dope in itself, man. Kels. Just to kind of read Kel's comment right here, guys. I'm just going to read that real quick. He said for him about 3 to 4 years ago, he used to be like meeting certain people. Not anymore. Yeah, I know, man. I know the feel. It's a whole different thing, man, when you're out there meeting people. I feel like they tend to drop the expectation. I've heard a lot of horror stories where people meet celebrities or people that they look up to, and it's a complete downer and to change perspective of things. So I think that's something I'm very careful about too. So agreed. Oh, okay. So he said no more cold rides out. Yeah. So guys, if you guys know who that guy Kels is, he's a rider out here. He has 2 motorcycles. He has an R1 clean, right, all blacked out. He also have a 636, and I know you went down at some point riding in the cold. I think going out at Bear Mountain, and I can't do the cold, man. You know, I can't. I am gonna pick up a mini bike to ride locally in my neighborhood. That way I can go home close. And the problem that I'm having right now, guys, is that all of them are sold out, and I can't seem to get a bike to have. It's a small pit bike kind of thing, or Grom, or TTR, Yamaha, something like that. But I'm working on that. Let's see what we got here. Van Blam said my audio and video setup is sick. Thank you, sir. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I make it my thing to make it a learning experience with every live stream that I did. I got a lot of feedback about the back being a little bit dim a little bit. I will be dressing it up a little bit. But for now, I kind of figured I'd change it up and clean it up. And that's why it took me a very long time to create a live stream, guys. I made a video about this. You could refer to it. My biggest concern about creating a live stream was having quality. A lot of live stream that I see, the quality doesn't look so great. And it seems to be like pixelated and bitmap. And I thought to myself, until I had the proper tools and equipment, I would never set one up, because it just doesn't warrant for people to come and sit down and watch something that's not worth the time. Yeah, man. So thank you very much. So Governor D Nice shared the same sentiment about riding in the cold. It's just not my thing, man. Maybe it's I don't know. It's just not my thing. Also, I tend to like to ride fast. I know in a lot of my videos I'm pacing it, because videos could be used as a mean to kind of incriminate yourself if you ever get a ticket or something like that. So when I ride for the video purpose, I try to be a little bit more reserved. But with the cameras off, I'm a little bit more open and relaxed on the road, and a little bit more twitchy with the throttle. So in order to avoid like errors like sliding out the back in the cold tires, I'm like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? I much rather wait for the right time and do the right thing. It's about that time. I have to re-mention it. If you're here, if you're just joining, please smash that thumbs up, guys. I'd appreciate it. It helps with the video. Let's see here. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Also, Anthony, big shout out to you. I saw you drop a super chat. Appreciate it. Anything helps. Most likely, whatever money that gets contributed to any of this stuff, we're basically going to start seeing better audio quality, better lighting, or stuff like that. So. And Anthony himself mentioned he loves the videos. Keep up the great work, guys. If you guys enjoy my content, you enjoy the videos, the writing, if it's nighttime, daytime, city, or out in the suburb, make sure you watch, you thumbs up, you leave a comment. That way YouTube is aware that people are interested in the content, and it gets pushed out and get recommended. You only get an opportunity to vote with your voice by doing so. If you don't, it ends up falling by the wayside. And next thing you know, the channel doesn't get recommended. It becomes extremely dormant. So That's how we do things. Dragon Chi also here mentioned a new season, less riding, but still getting into the bike as usual. So Dragon Chi shares the same sentiment as well, not riding in the cold. For me, you know, I had to come up with a solution, guys. It's like being in New York, being on the East, every time the weather changed, it kind of stopped the entire YouTube experience, and then I have to restart again in the spring. So I thought to myself, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be doing working on the bike, instructional, unboxing, reviews of my gear, stuff like that. And then more importantly, which I'm totally digging, the live stream, because I feel like you get to connect everybody. We have to have a conversation together. So that's something I think that's really cool. So hopefully these small little things can really help me pace out between the moto vloggings, which they don't get a lot of views, let's be real. But I truly enjoy doing the writing and the vlogging and showing the scenery and editing, and my wife doing the final cuts on the editing. Even though they don't get a ton of views, I still do them. But in the same vein, I'm still looking for the right path, whether it's going to be the live stream, the unboxing and stuff like that. And you guys know I work with Motivation as a partnership, so that stuff really helps keeps the light on and the bills paid, and the whole bike situation keeps it nice and sweet. So I can't complain. Yeah, man. Oh, quick question, guys. How did you like the intro? By the way, we did that at the skin of our teeth, okay? So I went to see my mom earlier today, spent a couple of hours with her. Anna and I, we hung out and ate and had lunch and stuff. Drove back home, started setting up the lighting and the camera point of views, and then finding the right view to show the Street Fighter. I know it looks as if everything is intentional, but it's basically all set up with me spending time and getting every single thing to look right, even with the lighting. So, you know, it looks intentional, but it's not really intentional. So that's the whole ordeal, man. That's why I do it that way, and I feel like it's a great way to show everything. So, and then in the meantime, we decided, oh my God, I didn't do enough improvement for the first stream. Let's make sure we have an intro. That was one of the things that we thought of having a nice intro to kind of show you guys what the channel is about, what the live streaming is about, why are you here. So we put it together so quickly. I'm just gonna throw it on for you guys that are just tuning in and you missed it in the beginning. Just take a quick look. I mean, I am very proud of it, only because it's something that we did that was done in record time. And shout out to my MacBook Pro. It rendered this whole thing in about like a minute and a half, which I was like mind blown. Usually I work on my desktop, and that tends to be a little bit longer and stuff. But this one was done in a record time. So let's take a quick look.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
Yeah, I know.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
SE Project branding logo, that's one here.
Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar.
Hopefully I'm all good, guys. I roll over something.
Y si no hay pues miro. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el mundo entero. Funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero.
Yeah, so there we go, man. This is what it is. Again, this was done like super quick. Oh man, and we were all betting like, are we gonna make it? Is it gonna happen? And to the point we ended up managed to make it work. So huge. Hold Fast is in the building, guys. Shout out to you, sir. Welcome to the live stream. If you're new, you're just tuning in, please smash that thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Yeah, man. It's nice to see some new faces on here. In your NYC Street Triple, what's up? Stevio Lex, hey man. Oh, that guy Kells is asking if we're gonna do any MM at 2022, guys. I guess we might as well talk about that a little bit, right? I mean, it's something that's been part of the conversation for a little bit. There's a couple of other comments here that I'm seeing by Holdfast. Also, I'm going to reply to that, so just hang in there. NEMM is something that that a lot of us here in New York were very passionate about, and we all kind of came together. It had something to do with me, but completely about everyone else, really. We had, I think our first one was 60 bikes, and then the second one we had like 70 to 80 motorcycles, and all walks of life showed up. It was an amazing time, guys. The Fobra Motovlogs was there. We had Pete the Greek was there. We had so many other New Yorkers showed up just to ride, and then we all went out for food afterwards. It was just an amazing experience. It just, the thing is with doing NEMM, guys, it takes so much work and effort and time. I had to take off like a week plus from work just to kind of get everything together. And in my honest opinion, all of us kind of put a lot into work. I think Dio, BX Polymath put in work. Also, the Fobra. I'm trying not to forget any names, but a lot of people were instrumental in actually getting that project off the ground. And in most cases, guys, I don't know if any of you guys ever put together a ride, but the fun aspect tend to go out the window, because what tend to happen is I'm like on adult mode, you know what I mean? Making sure everybody's good, making sure nobody's hurt, make sure there's no sketchiness going on. So you're pretty much like monitoring everyone, especially if you want everything to go well so it can happen again. You want to have a police officer in the mix of the ride, you know, unknown to everybody. You want to make sure you have a EMT person there in case something does happen. You know, it's just so much that goes into it to make it work and make it work right. Shout out to my boy Alex. His wife was the EMT that was part of the group last time. So hopefully something we can explore in the future. I'm not completely turned off from doing it. It just would have to be right. It'd have to be correct. Also, the other part of this, I think I'm going to have to do a whole dedicated live stream to this, guys, so we can talk about it. I often feel when I work on a project right here in New York, or where it's around people that I care about, that I see that are part of my community, I feel like not a lot of people come out and show love. I don't mind when I do something that nobody that I know can care less. And it doesn't bother me too much if somebody that I do know don't show love neither. But I feel like the amount of work, actually not even feel like, I know the amount of work that's been put in by multiple people, myself, the Fopra, BX Polymath, Angelo, to get the project off, and then seeing that people not caring as much or whatever, it's kind of like a punch in the gut, you know what I mean, a little bit. So that's another conversation to be had. But shout out to a lot of these guys. A lot of them are no longer riding, but I would love to see them on motorcycles again. Holdfast mentioned a little bit earlier, screw about riding in the cold. Yes, brother, I agree with you. I just cannot do it. I know I see people do that stuff all the time. And shout out to whoever rides in the cold, really, shout out to you. To be honest, I just don't want to. I would beat myself up if I were to ever dump my bike in the cold, because I would feel stupid. If I were to go down in the wind, in the summer or spring or fall due to leaves or something like that, you know, it happens. But I know the weather does not permit me to go out to do it. And I'm just forcing it. And I go down, it's in the cold. I slide out the back tire because it's cold. I'm just kicking myself in the ass the entire winter months when it's snowing. It's like, dude, why did you do it? You know, for like an hour worth of ride, 40 minutes. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I mean? And to be honest, it's not worth it in my opinion. The risk versus reward doesn't warrant it. Let's see what we got here. Stevie Olex said it was 50 degrees out and he took his KTM out. That's pretty dope, man. I wish I had done the same though, but I did not. I had to spend some time with family. Very important to me. So I was with my mom and my wife, so we had a great time and had lunch and stuff like that. And I saw my older brother, so that stuff is really dope. And I love spending time with my family. It's something that I really don't talk too much about, but I do that quite a bit. Let's see here. Can't get this. That FZ writer mentioned that I can't get discouraged. No, man, I'm totally not a guy that gets discouraged when things is not perfect. So, you know, for me, I know YouTube is like a lottery game. You know what I mean? So, some people get it and they take off and it's great. Some people grind through it. Some people find that gem and then it takes off. I think for my destiny, it's a slow grind. It's just, I'm just going to keep doing what I do it best, do it to the best of my abilities, and improve through and through and listen to people. The key thing for me, listen to people, because everyone has a really great perspective that might be able to help or might be able to skew your channel towards the right direction. So yeah, I'm okay with the slow grind, man. You know, I'm doing all right. So, but it's definitely a big dream to kind of have this take off and be its own entity. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Let's see. Yeah. See, a lot of people share the same sentiment about going down if it's cold and having any issues. New York Street Triple loved the intro. I played it a second time just so you guys could kind of see a quick little preview of it. Yeah, it's still rough. I'm gonna, you know, recut it up and stuff like that. Some of the clips that you saw was actually from the Josh Herrin meetup, guys. Again, really cool guy, man. I'm actually really looking forward to meeting Loris Bass and possibly do some track days. So potentially Loris Bass and Josh Herring will be doing we'll be doing track days in New York as part of the Ducati New York team. So they can give you tips, riding instructions. So I might end up booking like a track day. So hopefully I can get myself a track suit soon. I have been working that on the back end thanks to the guys at Motivation. I know some of them has recommended a couple of really dope places that does custom suits. So hopefully that stuff didn't happen, but it's just a lot going on, guys. Let's see. People like the music on the intro. Yeah, man, I love that gig. It plays through all of the videos pretty much now, so I made it kind of like a staple of the channel. Let's see. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, the one thing I love about just jumping into the live stream or even doing the videos, the following is not tremendous, but the people, you guys that come on here and just spend 5 minutes to watch a video, or at least come on here on the live stream, show love, it's so much appreciated. It's more than enough to me. I was actually on my drive home, I was telling my wife that it might not be a huge following, but the amount that shows up makes it worth it to me. I mean, and maybe I'm just being super modest, but yeah, I definitely feel that way, man. Anyway, what's good with you guys, man? I mean, I've been talking a lot, right? I've been just like going nonstop. I'll have a little bit of tea. Yeah, I think it's the Ducatisti in me, guys. I drink tea like every night, so that's like my thing. So, you guys want to know what bike I would take to the track. So I was going to take the Street Fighter to the track, but who did I speak to? A friend of mine that does track days all the time. He says, since you're going to be pretty much a newbie going to the track, the best bike would be to take the Hyper. He said the Hyper is the perfect bike for the track because of the traction control, pretty much all of the nannies that are on there. And you have enough control to slide the back out and stuff. He said that do the Hyper. I was considering getting like a beater bike for it. And doing the Josh Herring meetup, everyone's like, yo, just bring your bike. You know what I mean? So, and I think they're right. You know, sometimes you can't really baby your bikes too much. You just do it. You know what I mean? So, most likely I would never take the Monster to the track, only because that bike has a lot of sentimental value prior to my wife getting sick and nearly dying, we did a lot of time on seats together, a lot of adventures, a lot of traveling. This is why I have the bike. You can see it in the background all the way over there. It's off the ground. It's lifted. Every now and then I ride it around locally in my neighborhood if I'm going to the coffee shop or something local, some small restaurant or something like that. But I wouldn't take it to the track because I would hate to dump it. I would prefer to dump the Hyper or the Street Fighter before dumping the Monster, only because to me there's so much thing that goes. Like my wife would come to the garage and like, you know, you can see what she's saying, that she missed riding the Monster or reminiscing of some of the stuff. So hence why I didn't sell it, because she's a bit of a hoarder when it comes to motorcycles. For me, I would just keep one, but she refused to be like, every time I start talking about it, I'm going to sell one of the bikes, so I'll just get rid of it or whatever. I'd rather have liquid cash, more liquid cash on hand or whatever. She's like, nah, you don't need to, because if you don't need to get rid of it, what's the point, really? And I think to some degree she's 100% right. Most of these motorcycles, guys, the value basically stems from what it's worth to you. So, and to me, the Monster's worth quite a bit on a sentimental level. But so yeah, yeah. Let's see, Joel Cuto. Yo, nobody likes riding in the cold. I'm not the only one. So all the people that's out there gunning it in the cold, shout out to you. I would never hate on anybody going out there riding. That's on you. That's at your own risk and do your own thing. But I think pretty much a lot of people share similar sentiment about riding in the cold. Yeah, and for some reason, man, I think it hits the feels a little bit different if you dump your bike in the cold, man. You ever had like really cold hands and you bang your hand on something? Oh my God, I could just imagine the madness. You're not catching me on that. Oh, Stevie O Lex has been into the track. He said it's amazing. Yeah, I'm super excited to actually get on there, guys. So I thought to myself that it'd be a great experience. Also, you know, getting a little mini bike's gonna be kind of fun, man. But the one thing I have to mention, guys. Oh, let me show you guys. I think some people just came in. I just want to kind of show you guys what the setup looked like. I know I showed it a little bit earlier, so for those that are here, I know you saw it, but I want to show you guys what the new setup on the Street Fighter looks like. Yeah, so I have FXL levers on here, guys. Really love those super versatile levers. And on my left hand side, you're gonna see I have the CRG arrow mirrors and the motivation bar end, weighted bar end, and we have Rizoma P1 mutation grips. These are really nice. They're great for the track. If you're gonna do the track with it, you get a lot of throttle feel with them. And then I did the brake guard. I think stylistically, it just looks better. Let me show you guys. Oh, let me know if I'm boring you guys with some of this stuff. But yeah, so this fit is really nice, I think. Look. Really dope. But it takes a little bit of getting used to, man. Really tough thing to swallow, guys. So I don't often ride with actually not even often. I don't even usually ride at all with one mirror. I usually have two mirrors on the bike, only because I feel like it's super important that I know what's behind me on my left hand side, right hand side at all times, and ahead of me. And this one's an entire new experience. I feel like this setup, it's the fast boy setup. That's why I like to call it. You're basically always on the fastest lane, and you only need the mirror on your left hand side to kind of see before you go to the fast lane. From there, you're just throttling out. You're not stopping for anything until you have to exit. You head check. It is a little scary because I've never done it, really. I've been riding a little slower than usual because I'm not very accustomed to using one mirror. What I'm finding out, if I angle my CRG on the right a little bit more, I could see my left hand side, and I could see right behind me, and I could do a slight right hand check. before doing it, but it takes practice, man. It's a little scary for me, but I don't know if you guys ride a single mirror setup. Let me know, and what do you think about it? But I'm gonna admit that look is a lot cleaner, man. Look at that thing. That looks clean, man. Way better than I expected, man. You know, it's something that you can grab from motivationusa.com, guys, /CFNY. You could just put your bike model here, and then you'll basically bring up pretty much all of the parts that's, you know, allocated to your bike. But more importantly, we just did a deal with them for beta tools, guys, and you guys know that I work on my motorcycle a lot, and I get that feedback all the time when I go to dealerships and stuff like that. Everyone says the same thing and everything. Dude, your tools are shit. You need to get better tools. So some of the tools here by Beta Tools, I'm starting to get a lot of them. They're sending me a ton of stuff. They're super high-end quality. And those tools, this is what WSBK, World Superbike, MotoGP, all of them, Moto America, if you look at their paddocks and stuff, they use Beta Tools. So, yeah. Yeah, man. So, James Hook just chimed in. Yo, welcome to the stream. Don't forget, again, any of you guys that are here, I tend to do this often, every 20 minutes or so. If you're new, you're just tuning in, smash that thumbs up, guys. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't take anything away from you. It helps the channel. It helps me with the algorithm. So hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Just to kind of give you guys a quick heads up, we're nearing the hour mark. I'm going to be shutting down about like 10 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, comments and stuff, or anything you want to chat about, just drop it in the live chat, and then we'll chat up real quick. So I'm just going to take a quick look. I know James Hook. James Hook is interested in the Moto Gadget bar end mirrors. He's been trying to buy them at motivationusa.com /CFNY. He can't get it for his Street Fighter, but I do have a set here, man. I really actually like them a lot, to be honest. This is what they look like. Hopefully you can get a little bit of focus. I just took these off. These bad boys are clean, man. They're thin, too. Very, very, very thin. Love the quality. So you're going to need a couple of pieces for you to get that perfect. This is the little bar end cap. You're going to need that. And then you're going to need this little barrel here to get everything put on. So what I'd recommend, definitely shoot them an email. They're either restocking. Just stick around and check back. And also just click my link to buy. That definitely helps the channel. They should have it back. I'm going to do a comparison between the CRG and the Moto Gadget bar end mirrors. I already have a strong opinion about both. My first time out, which was when I went to the Herrin meetup, I felt like the minute I got up to 68 miles an hour, I felt like the arrows kind of buzz a little bit more. Granted, the Moto Gadget does buzz, but you're getting a little bit closer to triple digit before you start buzzing. But I felt like around 68 miles an hour, the CRGs were buzzing a little bit. So that was just my opinion. But it is a clean look. There are a lot of cool things about them as well. They're modular. So you can also interchange the glass if something were to break. So there's pros and cons and everything. So we'll talk about that. Somebody was asking if I've ever been to Blood Mountain. I have never been to Blood Mountain. I've been considering in the future, in the far, far future, to get like either a pickup truck or maybe a van where I could load one or two of the bikes and go on like a vacation where I could drive across America and ride different roads. It's something in the future that I'm considering, but it's heavily based on how the channel does for me to warrant doing something like that. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So Nick Palmieri is asking, do I have the shop manual for the Street Fighter V4S for all the torque specs? So I do not have all the torque specs, but I am very I frequent the dealership quite often, and all the guys, the owners know me. So whenever I'm working on a project, the biggest thing, guys, on any project anyway, you want to do tons of research ahead of time, know the tools that you need, know the torque specs. So I tend to gather all that stuff up, and I would partner with them, and they would do a full-on printout for me of all the torque specs, and then you should be good to go. And usually when I do have those things, I tend to upload them, PDF them. That way other people can prosper from my good fortune. Let me see. Van Blam would like to see me do that travel. Yeah, that'd be really dope. I would really, really love that. But again, my channel would have to be at a certain place for me to do that, at least to warrant doing that. And you know, one is going to take time from my family. That's very important to me. I like being away from my family, my mom, my dad, my wife, my older brothers, and stuff like that. So you know, it has to be right. Let's see here, guys. I really hope you kind of digging the live stream, man, because I do like doing them quite a bit. Oh yeah, he's been asking for that Street Fighter manual. Yeah, man. There's a couple that I found online, actually. Let me show you something. I was in this site recently, and I found quite a bit of the torque specs. I spend a lot of my time doing that kind of stuff because I like to be prepared for a project I'm going to work. Because one of the big projects I'm going to undertake on the Street Fighter, I'm going to remove the entire rear hub. I'm going to black it out, and I'm going to do a gold chain. And that's going to be one of those winter projects. And basically, you know, oops, give me a second here. I just want to kind of show you this here. It shows you the price, and it shows you, let me see. Can you make that out? Come on, computer. If anything, hit me in the comment section. I could send you this link. Basically, it has a breakdown of basically everything on the bike, torque specs, the prices of all the parts. So worst case scenario, shop.oemducati.com. Try that out. There's a lot of great resources on there. It shows you the prices as well. So lots of resources. Let's see what else we got, guys. So Holdfast mentioned that he runs, he used to run a single mirror, now he runs double mirrors. I do like the look of the single mirrors more, but I feel like it's going to take a little bit before I'm completely comfortable with it. I love the look though. The look is super clean. Guys, by the way, my sincere apology if I miss any of your questions and stuff like that. Again, it's a lot going on. I know it looks like it's just me and then the bikes and the lights. There's a whole thing happening here. I have a huge monitor. I'm monitoring everything, the levels, the sound, the switching, everything. So it's quite a bit. So, and I'm trying to do all this smooth, by the way. Hopefully I don't look like a maniac. Let me know if I do. But doing all this stuff all together, it's like nuts. So, by the way, I am gonna be shutting the stream down soon, but I want to talk about this, guys. I know it's a lot of talking about my experience. Right now, this whole live stream is in its infancy. I plan to do quite a few different things. We're talking about interviews with other people. You know, it could be any of you guys in the live chat, Zoom calls or whatever. It's slowly coming to its own, but for now, it's a great place we can all meet up and talk. And personally, to me, it's very therapeutic because doing YouTube is super stressful. You do so much work, and sometimes you get so little in return. But having, you know, a little bit of dialogue with you guys in the live stream helps quite a bit. So, yeah, and if you guys have any clever ideas, things you want to see, you want me to tackle, I'm more than willing to check it out, man. You know, I'm here to listen and see what you guys got for me. All right. Ooh, that's a great question by D Nice. What does New York insurance look like? So there's two sides to that spectrum. Actually, more than two sides. Actually, it's three-dimensional now that I think about it. Your age, your driving history, and do you bundle all of your stuff? So for me, it's not very expensive at all for all the bikes and my cars and then my home. So that's a whole different story. If you're gonna do them individually, it might be costly. You know, if you're 21 years old, you're insuring a Street Fighter, is gonna be expensive. If you're you know 21 or 18, you're insuring a super bike, it's gonna be expensive. So if you're in your 30s or you know early 30s or whatever, you know, you should be okay. But if you have the option for you to do a big bundle and pay it in one shot, all those things are factors, you know what I mean? I just bundle everything all together and pay it for the year so I don't have to think about it. And it makes it a whole lot cheaper. And also I never have to worry about it. So that's one thing. But it's different for everybody. Some people like to do month to month. But I'm the kind of guy that, let's say I stop my insurance or some craziness if I were to do that. And the next thing you know, my garage fucking crashed down and destroyed all the bikes. And it's just on me. So I keep everything insured all the time throughout the winter, no matter what. Because worst case scenario, if there's a flood, there's a fire, God forbid, I don't have to worry about it. They just got to cut me a check and get my bikes back. So. So Governor D Nice mentioned ending the stream with another 3-bike startup. So I guess I'll do a startup of all 3 bikes right before we close out the night. Yeah, man. By the way, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you're watching, please hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps. If you want to share it. Track days. That FZ writer did mention if I plan doing track days. Yes, I am going to be doing track days. It's something that's in the works. I've been talking about, and I'm excited for it, really. Let's see what else we got here, guys. All right, guys, final call. We're going to wrap it up, guys. And then I'll do the startup of the bikes. By the way, guys, I did that startup last time. I went back inside the house. I had to go take a shower and change my clothes because I smell like exhaust. And we were supposed to watch a movie. Oh, and then I'm gonna watch. What's that movie tonight? We're watching Dune. I'm a huge sci-fi freak, so we're gonna watch Dune tonight. So that's what I'm doing right after this. All right, let's see what you got. Good to see you back. Let's show you what Hold fast, man. It's been a long journey, man. Thank you so much. It's been a long one, man. I stopped doing YouTube for a bit because, you know, I don't know if you know the whole deal, but A almost died 2 years ago. It was just a mess. She was in a coma for a couple of months. It was just wild. So, yeah. So, but it's good to be back. It's nice to be uploading again, and I love doing this stuff, man. I mean, I don't only do it just for views and money because I don't get a ton of them. But I just enjoy doing it. It's just something that I'm passionate about. And hopefully it shows on the videos and the amount of time I take to kind of put these things together. Elijah Clark. Oh, my God. What's good, dude? Another New Yorker's in the building. You're coming in at the last minute. You probably might have to watch the replay. He rides a sweet Speed Triple in red, guys. A really dope bike. Great guy. He does a lot of personal training. Really cool guy, man. So, it is really heartwarming seeing a lot of New Yorkers coming through saying what's up on the stream. So thank you so much. Again, if you're new, please hit the thumbs up. It's going to help with the algorithm. I am going to start up all 3 bikes and then dip out. I'll show you guys lastly my mod that I did on the Street Fighter. Of course, it's the triple point of view. So you get to see the bar and mirror I did by Aeriel, and then the FXL levers, the P1 mutation grips by Rizoma, and also the brake guards. Yeah, man, really good stuff. So let me quickly start the bikes for you guys just so you can kind of see them. That way I don't keep people here too long. I'll try to do this really, really quickly. I'll be right back. I have this little cool little thing A got me for the garage. It's a little housing. You keep all your keys. So hopefully the monster start. I know it's out of gas, but I'll give it that shot. Keys, 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 keys. Oh, whoa, whoa. Almost killed myself out here, boy. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do this quick because I am dipping out and I don't want to be caught here. We'll do the Street Fighter first, people. There we go. Good old Street Fighter startup. Man, I'm going to hate you guys for making me smell like gas. Sounds so crazy. It sounds nuts. I'm gonna start the hyper. Oh my God, it smells like gas, man. That exhaust is crazy. So the hyper struggled last time, and the monster started right up. But let's see. Nice. Yo, no matter what people say about the Street Fighter V4S, right? On how amazing it runs, it's super clean. I'm telling you, the L-Twin sound, there is nothing like the L-Twin, man. The sound, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Oh, it's smoking. All right, monster, don't embarrass me. Let's see. There's no gas in here, but let's see. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you know what's amazing? I have 32,000 miles on the Monster. Never any problems. Never choke up. No problem. 100%. One of my favorite bikes. All right, guys. Oh, let me just pull something up. Jesus. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please take a moment, smash that thumbs up. If you did not, I truly appreciate it. Again, I will catch you guys next Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you enjoy the stream, come through again. We can talk about anything, and usually I have some kind of a topic. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been awesome, and I'll catch you guys later. Hmm.